What a crazy day. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video because I'm pretty excited to watch it myself. Wow, just lucky. We got lucky today. It's a Friday and we cashed in our luck. Yeah. We'll be back here tomorrow. Hopefully put the wraps on this job tomorrow is what we're hoping to do. I'm actually following Bill right now, the landowner. And we had a little mishap on the creek crossing. But if you watch the video, you'll see it. Everything worked out. But yeah, I got greedy. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out all of our social outlets. Turner Logging LLC at Instagram, Facebook. Be sure to check out everything we're doing at timbertracker.net and loggerthreads.com. Guys, enjoy your weekend. Come hang out with us tomorrow because I'm working all weekend. We'll see you later. Away we go. Start cutting. We should have, we think about 22 trees left to cut, so it'll be as scattered out as they are. It'll be a full day. I might not get them all cut today just because they're so scattered out, because I want to drag too. I got to put that bolt back in that drive shaft that pins into the spline on the winch, which shouldn't be a big deal. But now I'd wondered about what was across the creek, and as soon as I got here this morning, of course, Bill, he was here waiting on me, waiting down here by the skid steer, and he said, let's go across the creek, I want to show you something. And sure enough, went over there, and it was a little higher. I thought it'd be a low bottom on the other side, but it was actually just as high, if not higher, than this side over here. And there was, I think, 5 or 6 trees, but one of them is a buster. I mean, one of them is just a dandy tree. It'll be the best job on the place. It's got some good size, got some good height, grows right there on the creek bank. Definitely worth going over there for. And the crossing, we went across this little 2-wheel drive Polaris Ranger there, and we didn't have any trouble. And hopefully, because he's got it all concrete and rock, so I'm actually not worried about being in the creek. It's getting up the bank on the other side because it's narrow. And I don't think we'll have any problems, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Now, Bill, he's up here ahead of me. He's like an old bird dog. He's pointing them out for me, which I'm glad, because there's, as thick as it is, if it hadn't been for him, you know, there'd been several trees I wouldn't have known about or wouldn't have seen, because it's a pretty big place, and they're just, the trees are scattered just 1 or 2 here, 1 or 2 there, and luckily Bill knows his place so well. He knows where most of these trees are, and he's been able to point me to them. So the job just keeps getting bigger, which I'm not complaining, but I think we can kind of see the light now at the end of the tunnel. So we're gonna push to get 100 trees out. That's what we're hoping for. Which that would be nice. That would be great to have 100 trees. So we'll go up here and we'll get to laying them down. Literally like a minute and a half. I'm back up and running. Pretty lucky. Got a pair in the grapple. We're headed out with them. Rough old hill. Camera doesn't really do it justice how steep it is. It's long and steep too. It's not super steep, just long and steep. We're still ascending. Pretty good logs down there, but they took a long time, about an hour and 45 minutes to get those 12 trees up out of there. It was slow going. But they're tall trees and they got some footage in them. Got some size to them. We'll grab this down here. I got one. see. We'll grab it in this guy right here. This is a pretty good tree here too. We'll take these down to the big landing. And I'll probably end up taking all 12 or 13 of those down there. 13 by the time we get this one out. We'll just give him a little nudge here. Well, a real good tree. Grew right here alongside the road in this little draw. We'll grapple it and go. Well, it's almost 4 o'clock. And I got everything out. But I just couldn't help myself but to come over here and cut this big tree on the other side. I'll probably try to cut everything while I'm over there. There's just 5 of them. We made it across all right on this Polaris Ranger, so hopefully the old 548 here will extend me the same courtesy. He said he dug this out with a little Kubota tractor, which just amazes me. I've seen this little tractor, but he said he dug down this side, then he went over here on the neighbor and got into the place on the north, dug this bank out, and laid these concrete blocks out here and put all this big rock in. Creek's nasty. We need a little rain to flush it out. Seems pretty solid though. Now the moment of truth, it's pretty narrow here. Oh boy. Let's assess this situation here. We're flexed out. Well, we made it across, but contrary to popular belief, it's a little softer than what he thought it was, which I kind of wondered that myself. But we're over here anyway, and I think we can get back across, maybe once. So if need be, I'll bring the skid steer down there and we'll do some work to that on this side. But there she stands right out there, that tall thing. We're gonna go bring it down right now. You gotta bring it down. I even grabbed a different saw, put a new chain on. It's a pretty good tree. Little guy right there. Pawpaw trees. There's a walnut in front of us right there. That's a tree. That's a good tree. Best tree on the whole job. A lot of pawpaws. Got a good stump on it. Well, let's bring her down. What a tree. What a tree. That's one of the better ones I've cut in a while. Whew. I don't know how big it is. I ain't got my ruler, but it's pretty good size. Tall. And uniform. No worm. Good tall tree. Probably got 35-footer running log in it, I'm guessing. Make a good multiple cut veneer with some lumber in the top. I was going to cut this thing tomorrow, but the more I thought about it, the more I just I had to cut it today. I had to get over here and I had to bring it down. Plus, if Dad comes to work with me tomorrow, he might have tried to slip over here and cut it. He likes cutting these good trees. That's a good one. Good tree. Let's see if we can wrestle it out of here, and we'll try to cut a few more of these too while we're here. Well, this is what my greed has got me. We're not really stuck, but we're not really going anywhere either. They've got that stump right there, and it keeps wanting to pull me over here into this ditch, and that's going to be trouble, because I will promise you that is soft right there where this drains. So I think I can get the skid steer, and I think I can get over here, and I think I can work this to where I can get myself out. I don't know though. If not, good thing the only skidder is only about 30 minutes from here. Well, we made it. It wasn't pretty, but we got out. It really wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. Skid steer kind of moved some dirt, and I was able to drive up on it. And I've got Bill here. He showed up just as I was walking out to get the skid steer. And he's going to take the skid steer out for me. My feet are already wet. His feet are wet. He's got a backhoe attachment for his tractor. He said he'll come down here. There's a stump up there that's hanging me up. He said he'd come down here and dig that stump out. Which, I think if he does that, I think we should be good to go. And if I take that skid steer across there, I can widen that crossing out. The problem is when he built this crossing, you see this side's got a lot of gravel in it, big heavy gravel. That side, I think I hit the wrong button. But either way, yeah, that side over there's got too much dirt where he's pushed the mud out in the creek and should have dug it out and filled it with gravel. But he said we can get over there through a neighbor if we need to, which I hate to leave those trees, especially that good one. I'm just glad we got out. That's the main thing. Glad we got out. I feel bad. Bill said he's gonna whip up that cross, and he said he'll stay here till dark, work on it. I said, well, why don't you let me stay here with you? I said, I got the skid steer. He's gonna put the backhoe attachment on and go over there and widen that crossing out. And man, that's 5 o'clock now, but man, I'll work till dark. I'll work after dark. We got lights, whatever it takes to get the job done. But he just insisted I go home. But man, part of me really wants to stay and whip it out. But it's like he said, there's only so much we can do once we get it built. So yeah, they'll be here tomorrow. Pretty good day. I'm extremely fortunate to get out, to get unstuck. I mean, it's I was worried. I was, you know, as soon as something like that happens in a place like that, you know, a million things start racing through your head. And, you know, the first thing to me was like, oh, got to call Brandon. Brandon's going to want to see my mess up. And I'd have to have him running the other skidder to play search and rescue. It wouldn't be the first time he's had to come to the rescue before, and it definitely won't be the last. But like I said, the other skidder's only about 30 minutes from here, so that was my next thought, to run up there to Rockville or Papenville and get the other skidder and come down here and start dragging or start pulling the skidder out. But luckily with the skid steer, and I couldn't film it, I was in a bad place anyway, it was all I could do. But luckily we moved enough dirt in that ditch to where the skidder could get all 4 tires biting. And crazy, oddly enough, it didn't sink down, but once we got in the water, that one side, that wheel mashed down pretty good. But we were we were rolling pretty good and got onto the concrete and rock, and away we went. There goes Bill right there. Man, for landowners, you can't beat him as far as people to work for, man. He's been incredible. He really has been. I wish every landowner, every client could be like Bill to work for, because he's been spot on, man. He's been out here with me the last 2 days, been showing me trees, just helping out any way he can, giving me rides, and that, tell you what, in this heat, those rides mean a lot. Rides mean a lot. My camera shut off, said it was too hot, but yeah, like I said, I just stopped and talked to him again there, and tried to do something, let me help, but he just insists me going on, which I can relate to that. So I'm not going to press the issue, but yeah. So tomorrow, I'm going to try to get Dad out here tomorrow morning, have him mark some logs with me, kind of get him to the job site. I always like for Dad to come look everything over. It's always like I need his approval, you know. I always like to get the go-ahead from Dad. So that's it, man. That's it, guys. Tomorrow, try to put the wraps on this. Hopefully we can get across that creek. If not, we'll take the long way around or get a helicopter. But they're coming out. They're coming out.